Aloha tribe, aloha, it is PinkBella. Welcome everyone. This is a live stream on Instagram, a love stream, and I am PinkBella from PinkBella Aloha Therapy, and I assist everyone that I can that's guided to work with me right now, working on 12 chakra energy balance and Akashic healing sessions to connect you to the fifth dimensional grid within and around the earth, to connect you to your higher self, to source in the universe, to activate soul mission and life purpose, and also to prepare many of you for that twin flame divine union connection. Okay, there's so much going on right now. So this video transmission today, it's a 717 gateway, which is awesome. 7 is about our spirituality. 17 is 7 plus 1 is an 8, which is the infinity symbol, which is unity of divine feminine masculine, and also the unity within all of us to prepare us for those twin flame or divine partnerships. It's also unity unifying all of our aspects so we can live the most amazing life. The actual title of this video, I did a little mini transmission on the weekend, is called Trinity of Love. We are in the midst of a 3 eclipse season, and I was given a lot of information today to share a transmission of love around the 3 eclipses. So we just finished the first one in Cancer, solar eclipse, and that was about self-love and self-worth. They all are, but they're going to be navigating and redirecting us so that we're all, by August, the August 11th eclipse, we're all going to be on target and going in the direction we're supposed to be in. And it's going to be boom, 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 very fast. So fast in the sense of insights. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do this, that sort of thing. Or also some of you will be receiving downloads about what's my soul mission, what's my life purpose, where do I want to work, where do I want to live, that sort of thing. So the 3 eclipses, like I said, we just finished a solar eclipse in Cancer. The next one is in Aquarius, the 26th and 27th of July, and then we have a third one in Leo, a solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse at the end of this month, solar eclipse in August, and that's on August 11th, 8/11, another 11/11 portal. This is all planned out by Source in the universe. As you can see, it's all being divinely orchestrated. And then we have a 8/8 gateway, Lion's Gate it's called. It's an 8/8 portal, August 8th. It's also a Syrian Stargate, and I'll share a little bit more about that. I do have some cards pulled, but if I feel like the video is going on for too long today, I might just talk about the messages that have come through. Okay, I have 6 pages, which is awesome. So welcome everyone. Welcome all Twin Flames Divine Partners. Welcome all Starseeds, Lightworkers, all beautiful beings that are finding your way to soul mission, life purpose, that it's all interconnected. And the 3 eclipses that I was given is the Trinity eclipses of love. It starts with self-love, self-worth, and then that way everything comes together. So self-worth, self-love, then once we're able to be on target with that in our reality, then a physical being, if that's what we choose, if we're calling out a twin flame or a divine partnership, then that will manifest and materialize in our reality. And like I said, we kicked off in Cancer, which was about nurturing. So the main message that I was given for the next eclipse is, if you are not on your self-love, self-worth path, the next couple of weeks until we get to that eclipse, the lunar eclipse in Aquarius, is you're going to be shown very, very clearly, whether divine feminine or divine masculine, where you are not treating yourself with self-love or showing up and being in your worth, okay? So there's no fear around this. It's just, I feel like a lot of it's slowing down. I feel like a lot of it is, instead of trying to cram 5 things in a day, you might get 1 thing done, especially if you're working, especially for those of you who are still working in a 3D type reality, the matrix, as some of us like to call it. You're only going to be able to do so much. So I myself have been personally slowed down as well. And it's been fascinating. My world that was very expansive has been sort of slowed down, and I've just surrendered and just realized that this is part of it. And the other thing, by the end of this month, by the next eclipse, 5 planets will be in retrograde, including Mercury. So what that means is that when planets go into retrograde, they're sort of slowing down and they appear to go backwards. So what that means is that they are, again, helping us to review and ensure that we've got our personal plan. That is, we are working with Source and the universe and our higher self and our team to orchestrate this. But we are also being guided to co-create and be on a path that brings us happiness and joy, all right? Which is awesome. So the first eclipse that we're still integrating was in Cancer, and this was about nurturing ourselves and ensuring that we are absolutely keeping our inner child happy. Like I shared before, the second lunar eclipse is in Aquarius. It's a full lunar eclipse. It's about the Aquarian energy. Well, we're moving into the age of Aquarius. It depends on what astrologer you listen to or talk to, but they will share various things. I mean, I personally have felt like we've been in the Aquarian energy all this year. So this is about, Aquarian energy is about expansion. It's about new. It's about bringing in the new and being the new. It's also about water, and it's about drinking water, hydrated. Being near water will help you stay balanced and calm during this time period. It's a great time to chill out. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it is summer, so it's a great time to chill out by the lake, by the ocean, by the water. Can't stress enough about hydrating and drinking water at this time. Water is new consciousness, and it's pushing out the old belief systems. It's also about like having a foot bath, sea salt baths, because the salt is helping us detox and release the old, and it will immediately shift your frequency. If you don't have a bathtub, shower, foot soak is perfect, okay? There's also a huge heart awakening for the next couple of weeks, and expansion. That may come up in many different ways for all of you. I've already been emotional the last few days, and it's about this area, the cosmic heart expanding, and it came through with the divine feminine. I definitely am going to show the chakra messages for divine masculines and feminines, and hopefully I have time to just share some of the other tarot messages too. So we're having a huge heart awakening and healing, all of us. I can feel it there right now. And this is about us absolutely no longer being able to experience anything that is not love, okay? And that means self-love, that means self-worth, and that also means any kind of love that we've labeled in our reality. If it's not true, if it's not truth, if it's not heart-based, you'll be shown the truth, you'll absolutely feel it, and you're going to want to redirect or be redirected. I just had a session with someone last week, and we were just sharing what I shared last video. These eclipses are eclipsing people in or out of our reality. So if someone is no longer in your reality, remind yourself they are on a different timeline. Their frequency is different, and you're being given freedom to make new choices, okay? So let me see. Yeah, so if it's not self-love or self-worth, you'll be shown. And this is going to be the priority by the third eclipse in Leo. That's us stepping into our power and getting ready to go in a new direction, okay? It's a very exciting time. For those of you who remember the solar eclipse last August, that redirected the collective consciousness. There was a split in timelines, and we're being redirected through every one of these eclipses right now. These eclipses are very much being divinely orchestrated. It's a fantastic time, like I said, to just make sure you're going slower than normal, and many of you will be receiving downloads and inspiration about what you would like to do moving forward. This is a great time when you have that, to write it down and just make sure you're keeping yourself as balanced as you can. You also, I don't know about the rest of you, but I have needed a lot more sleep, and my schedule has been rearranged to allow that, so I have more time to prepare for sessions. So just know that if you're needing more sleep at this time, it's part of your integration, okay? All right, let me just make sure that I've got everything. So I talked about the third eclipse in Leo. And what's interesting about the third eclipse being in Leo, it's like the last finalization of that Leo energy, because the North Node is in Leo, and the North Node is going to be moving into Virgo. So it's going to be another shift in energy, all right? The 8-8 Lion's Gate is another activation for a lot of you who resonate with being a starseed and or you're ready for the starseed information. There's many, many souls that resonate with the starseed information, and it's not about us putting a hat on and saying I'm only a starseed and I'm only going to coordinate and connect with starseeds. It just means that you're ready to remember more and be more. And as starseeds, light workers, light twin flames, you've been placed all around the planet. You're a different frequency. Your consciousness is expanding very, very quickly, and many of you are ready to know that you are a starseed. Okay, and part of being a starseed and a twin flame and a light worker, whatever you want to label it is, you're all being called up to be of service. You're all being called up to be on soul mission, know what your life purpose is. And all of that's connected with the love story and the money story, okay? And I'll share a little bit more about that too. All right, let me just see. The themes that have been coming forward, okay, I'll just hold on. I'm just being guided to go this way. So the main little mini transmission, and I showed this card originally. See how there's the 3 stars, planets lined up over the 3 pyramids? That is the eclipses, the Trinity, 1, 2, 3. It also is related to the Syrian Stargate, which is August 8th, okay? So what that means is that we're going through another huge level of consciousness expansion. When that happens, we do need a lot more sleep. And I just wanted to let everybody know. I also like to show this card, and this card, when we're receiving a lot of activations, light codes, again, we're integrating, we're getting personal codes. If you're on a twin flame journey, you're both receiving your twin flame codes. What are the codes? The codes are your new programming. We're basically getting downloads and activations of new programming. The same as when we upgrade our computer and our phone, etc. That's what's happening right now. We're getting bits and pieces of the downloads to prepare us for the next big gateway. I would think that the lunar eclipse at the end of this month is going to be a big gateway. Some people who are not quite awake yet, who don't have like their full energy system on board, may be acting out. Mars is going to be one of the planets still retrograde. That can bring up a lot of anger and or activity around that. So take care of yourself, listen to your guidance. If you end up in sort of a situation that's not peaceful, use your physical body to change locations, okay? I can't stress that enough. I had something happen like that last Friday, and I was sort of I was communicating with my team. I was in a store, and I was communicating with my team, like, do I need to leave, call the police or whatever? It got handled and managed, and the person was taken out of the store. But when I walked in the store, that was going on, and that's the kind of stuff that people are just reacting. Some people are just reacting in a huge way because they don't know how to manage what's the energy, okay? So the Trinity is the lining up of the 3 eclipses to redirect us all. So we're on target, on path. We're living in the right place. We're being set up for the right job, the right partner, all of that. And the Lion's Gate is an expansion of galactivations. It's a Stargate, and it's about, some of you are very connected to the planet Sirius. Some are very connected to the Pleiadians. Some of us as starseeds are connected with many of the star families of light, and I liaison with all of them as well during sessions. So I wanted to share about that. So we will be receiving, no matter where you are on the planet, lots of diamond light and rainbow light activations over the next couple of weeks. For some of you, that might be sleepy, needing to sleep. That's when we upgrade and we integrate. For some of you, you might not be able to sleep. It's an overactivation, but don't worry, you will catch up, okay? Use that time to listen to something positive on YouTube or create or write in your journal, that sort of thing, okay? The main theme of my sessions the last couple of weeks has been about Atlantis. And this card actually just fell out of the deck, the Golden Atlantean Dragon, for me to remember to talk about it. So there's a whole, I could just talk about Atlantis for like many videos. But overall, the theme is we're doing a massive clearing collectively about things that have transpired in Atlantis, on the Atlantean timeline, whether we remember it or not. Many of us were there. Many of us participated on both sides. The downfall, a lot of trauma and hurt and wounds around that, and that we're being given an opportunity right now to do healing and releasing to move forward past that, okay? So a lot of us came into this timeline to prevent that from happening again. And like I said, I could do a whole video on Atlantis, but I just wanted to share about that. But on a collective level, a lot of us are doing clearing around those timelines. And on an individual level, basically the last few weeks, there has been an Atlantean theme to the Akashic healing sessions that I've been honored to have. So I want to share that with all of you, that we are doing a massive clearing, closing Akashic records around Atlantis. Okay, so that's the collective, what a lot of us are doing collectively. And individually, depending on what you resonate with, you'll be clearing Atlantis, you'll be clearing Lemuria, or both. We're clearing soul contracts, vows, beliefs to open up our heart and release the old. Some of that will appear in your reality as people that are scenarios that are in your current reality, but in actual fact, on a deeper level, you're having an opportunity to clear the Atlantean and Lemurian timelines. Okay, because both of those civilizations, a lot of us were connected. We were healers there. It was a very beautiful energy for a long time, and then there was a downfall that was quite traumatic. Now, I had what's been coming through my sessions, which a lot of us are healing as well, is that there was a money and love choice and split made for a lot of us in Atlantis, and probably on a lot of other timelines too. But this is a big thing that we're healing now because it's connected. Money and love are connected. And what we're ready to accept now that we weren't ready to accept at that time because it was a new concept. So for the majority of time in Atlantis, there was no money. There was just, everyone just had everything. We materialized and manifested what we needed. Everyone had their 12 chakras open, third eyes were open, etc. But over time, other beings came into Atlantis and there was a split. And I feel like some form of money was introduced. And then there was a split. Some of us chose love, some of us chose money, and that is being healed now. So love and money are absolutely connected in the sense that they're energy. But we're clearing a belief system around believing that we can only have one or the other. And what we're healing right now is knowing that it's the same. It's the same. Money is love. Love is money. And that we are clearing a lot of financial beliefs around the energy around money as well, okay? So that's one big message that came through. Let me just make sure that I got that. So around the Akashic healing sessions that I offer and that many people are gravitating towards now is because we have our belief systems from this lifetime. We have belief systems from our family. We've got soul contracts. We have vows around money, around love, around what maybe something happened with the twin flame in another timeline of the divine partner. I'm getting lots of heat in my cosmic heart right now. And we're clearing that out so we can expand our hearts more. So these belief systems and soul contracts, etc., are in our entire chakra system. They're in our physical body. They're in the upper chakras as well. So that is really beautiful for me, how much work that I've been doing. And I'm sure there's others out there that have been doing that as well. We didn't know. We didn't know that we came in with that as part of a deep healing for a lot of us, but I was guided that now I'm allowed to share a little bit more about that. So yes, our chakra system, our physical body, our minds, our hearts, every part of our body, including our feet. I've got something going on with my feet right now that I'm healing, is related to old belief systems, soul contracts that we agree to on other timelines related to love, money, etc. Okay, so I'm doing a lot of assisting around that right now. Okay, let me just see. I'm going to have some water while if anybody has any questions as well, please type them in, or if you want to share what's been going on with you, that would be great. Let me just see. I was reminded that the belief systems and the energy as well impacts our blood, our bones, our teeth, all of it. And that we've been carrying this around for a long time, but that weren't able to clear it until the last few weeks, basically since the solstice gateway in June. Okay, and it's the time now to heal and release it, so we can all move forward in a new direction. So, what else do I want to share? Okay, I think what I will do is I will because there were some new colors that I saw yesterday too, which was cool. So I'm going to talk about those. Why don't I share about the masculine and feminine, what's going on with everyone moving towards the next eclipse, okay? So I'm going to start with feminines first. You're going through a huge transformation for the next 2 weeks. And the rest and rejuvenation card came forward. So again, listen to your body, spend time in nature. If you're tired, rest, don't fight it. I've just had to surrender to it. I'm usually a lot more active at this time of year outside, and I've been guided like go slow and just rest, okay? And the chakra messages that came forward for the feminine, the pink energy of self-love, and Yogananda and Babaji are on the card. But the pink energy of self-love and self-worth came in really strongly for both feminine and masculine. I love it. The cosmic heart, the beloved energy, it's this energy center in there. That when that opens, your intuitive abilities and your higher self are coming more into your physical body, and your upper chakras are opening as well. But this is the beloved right now. I was reminded is you. You're the beloved. And for those of you on a twin flame or divine partnership journey, that will manifest in your reality. But first, it's the self-love, self-worth test that we're going through right now to ensure that's a shift in our frequency, okay? The other message, chakras for the divine feminines for the next 2 weeks, third eye. And I love it because female energy, right? So that's Mona Lisa. So third eye activation, but definitely divine feminines, like more of your abilities, your third eye's opening more and more. And then the Starseed card came forward for you as well, the 11th chakra. It is like a rose gold color. It is receiving and being open to saying and claiming, yes, I'm a Starseed, so I know that there is more to me and more to my soul mission and my journey than what I recently knew, okay? So that's for the divine feminines, which is awesome. Divine masculines. Oh, and sorry, I was reminded. So the redirect for the divine feminines is choosing rest and rejuvenation and self-love, okay? And that's creating your transformation. Sleep right now is really helping us integrate what's shifting for all of us, our new divine blueprint updates, okay? Divine masculines, your redirect is going to be the tower energy, and it's nothing to fear. It's just you're going to be shown what's not working in your reality and what's not making. If anything is in our reality that is not bringing us joy and happiness, that's going to be a redirect. So I feel like for some of the masculines, it's going to be sort of fast choices because you're going to just realize, epiphanies about what is not making you happy, and or decisions will be made for you. That's what the tower energy is about. And the tower energy, the eclipse energy is kind of the same. It's more like, this is happening, I don't want to do that anymore, I want to go this way. It's like new choices. And you got a 5 as well, financial and material changes. So again, choice time. And you want to choose your heart, and you want to make positive choices, so you're being redirected, all right? That's for the masculines. The chakras, same. And it was perfect because the pink energy of self-love and self-worth came forward. But I love this card because it's abundance, and that's what I was sharing about. Love and money are connected, but we are clearing a belief around feeling or believing that we had to choose one or the other, but we don't. It's all connected, and it's going to, money is the energy for a lot of us, whoever is on that journey, which will help you live a more amazing life and to give back more, okay? So that's what a lot of the healing and the clearing is about right now, and that's happening for masculines as well. Because I feel like a lot of masculines, up until now, you were maybe feeling like you needed to choose the material things in your life. And that's not true, that will be recreated with your next choice, okay? The other masculines, for you to navigate what's going on right now, I feel like this is part of the tower energy. It says compassion. It's the sacral chakra. You're getting an elevation and activation in your sacral chakra. And what does that mean? It means that you too have a soul mission, a life purpose, that the old egoic programming is leaving that chakra to move everything back up to the heart a little bit more, okay? To help get you through this, the meditation card came through. This is also about the soul star, which I shared about, which is really for a lot of souls that boom, have a really quick awakening. This is the clearing. So this is like making new choices, choosing, maybe choosing different people to hang out with, starting a new job, making that kind of choice. But masculines, well, this is for all of us, but masculines, you're being guided like some form of meditation to assist you and help you stay balanced through the next couple of weeks. And you also received the Starseed card, Beginnings. So you as well, many masculines are waking up to the word Starseed, realizing that you have a connection to Sirius, to Atlantis, I just heard, and there's healing going on around that, and that you're ready for these messages. You're ready to know that, yes, I resonate with the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Sirians, the team of light from Orion, and the Pleiadians as well. So that's as well, and it says new beginnings, so fresh start for a lot of you masculines, which is awesome. Okay, so those are the cards. I just want to make sure. I'm going to just talk about the new colors that I saw yesterday. So I had a chance to go to a local beach for a little while and watch sunset, which I was so grateful for. And I was guided to just look at the mountains and see what was coming out. So new colors came out, like higher frequencies right now. And I was shown many, so I'm just guided to share them all with you, and some of you might be seeing these colors and or resonate with them, okay? So I definitely saw like big bursts of magenta coming out yesterday. This card says connect to your deepest inner knowing, and it's also a 5, all right? There was a lot of blues and different shades of blue. So I saw an aqua, number 33, experiencing peace and calm. Turquoise, number 34, awaken your empathy, your intuitive abilities. You know, turquoise is a big one for me. And these colors, too, relate to the frequency of Atlantis and Lemuria. And then, like the royal blue, the sapphire. This is number 38, and it says regenerate your body. And 38 is 11, okay? I also saw purple and violet. So this is like number 45, create a balanced life. And then I saw like a lime green. I don't have a lime green in the deck, but there's a green color. It says revitalize your nervous system, number 31. And again, the green is spending time in nature, eating green foods, a great opportunity to slow down and really take care of the physical body, because the physical body is self-love. And the physical body will let us know when we're going too fast, when we're not eating or hydrating properly, when we need more rest, and we're to surrender to that part now. Because the human part, which is also has been labeled ego, will continuously tell us we have to do 5 million things. We have to, do this, this, and this, plus go to the gym, plus this, and it'll just rattle on and on about everything we're supposed to do. But really, for the next through the eclipse and probably until the end of August, when some of the planets go direct, and I believe Mars goes direct at the end of August, that we are being like, slow down, take it slow, chill out. And this is a perfect opportunity to start really taking care of your physical body. I can already see the theme this week, and I've been readjusting my self-love, self-worth program right now too. Okay. So let me just make sure that I got everything. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the 8-8 gateway. I'm going to do more videos along the way too. So the 8-8 gateway, again, portals are open, and it's the Leo energy, and it's to help us step into our power. So again, when you have energy, work on your list, receive the downloads, write it down, and then just know this is all about, like, by the time mid-August comes, many of you are going to have a new direction in your reality, and it's going to be awesome. We're into awesomeness now. So pay attention to your ideas, write them down, and just know that everything's unfolding as it should. And that's what I was just reminded about, the Leo energy. The portals, both on and off the planet, are open. I mean, they basically are open now non-stop. But what I feel is like every day we're either going to get a blast of light from the sun with new codes and or the earth. And we'll have more intense days and less intense days. So we just went through an intensity, but now I feel like the energy right now is very loving and nurturing. Okay, so just be aware of that the gateways and the portals on the planet are all open. Let me just make sure I've got everything. just know that what's transpiring through this Trinity of Love eclipses is destined. It's destiny. It is being divinely orchestrated. So you do have a higher self. You all have a team of light. You're working more with Source and the universe now, and Gaia, the fifth dimensional version of the planet. And if we are not consciously on track during the day, that's where the redirects come from, okay? And you will know that you're being redirected because if something happens and a door closes, it's going to set everything up for you so another one can open, all right? The best way to get through this kind of eclipse energy, also like the tower energy, is to stay calm and balanced and have some type of tool like meditation, exercise, something that will help you, yoga, whatever works for you. Spending time in nature just to stay calm, and definitely if you can stay out of like watching the media right now, that would be good too. Okay. And the other thing is that this is like Source and the universe stepping in as well to help those of us on a divine partnership twin flame journey. Source is stepping in now and just saying this is all being redirected so you all could be in the right place at the right time. Keep doing your own inner work and really love yourselves, okay? And once again, because let me just get the cards. If I can find them. Hold on. Just reminded because the pink self-love energy came forward both for masculines and feminines. And what's awesome is Yogananda on the card. I mean, they brought yoga to North America. They brought the whole self-worth, caring for the body, self-love. And it's interesting because the abundance card came up in the other deck for the masculine. So just a reminder again that money and love, we made a choice at some point that we couldn't have both, but we can now, and they're connected. So for some of you, you may be still carrying blocks about money in your chakras, in your energy field, in your bones, blood, all of organs. Some of you might be carrying blocks around love. So for some, it might be both. And that's the part that we're doing lots of deep healing about right now. Okay, so let me just see. And a lot of this happened, some of this happened in the split around Atlantis. We made vows, we took on different belief systems, we created soul contracts, and for some of us, the twin flame divine partnership fell apart in Atlantis, and there's a wound there as well. So we're healing a lot of that. Even if we're not conscious of that, we all came in and chose families and have some kind of wounding from childhood or adolescence. There's some type of wound that we're all healing right now. Just know that's related, that it's connected. And the final message is that if keep your inner child happy, okay? So you'll absolutely know if you get into kind of a low mood, sit down, have a glass of water or a cup of tea and just say to your inner child, what can I do right now to make you happy? You'll get the craziest answers, but do it because it will lift you up and your inner child will be happy and you'll be happy. And that's how we get out of some of these low vibrational loops, okay? This is the time to heal, it's the time to reboot, and it's a time for a lot of us to do lots of deep sort of inner work so that, again, those of you who are on a twin flame or divine partnership journey, you'll be redirected to reconnect with that soul August. Some of you might reconnect this month. This is the thing with the eclipses, it brings surprises. So some of you may have already disconnected from your twin flame during another eclipse period, and then that other person may be coming back into your reality this eclipse season. It's to be open to magic and miracles and surprises every day and trust the flow, okay? Okay, I think that's it. If any of you have any questions or whatever, let me know. So just so all of you are aware, I am still offering Akashic healing sessions with color rays. They're very unique for the eclipse season and the Lion's Gate, so you can check out my website, and if you're interested, just send me an email, and I am booking already. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share about. So I don't know if you have any questions, but I'll just go through. And hi everyone. Hi Emma Rose, welcome. Hi One Love Sharon, welcome everyone. So I don't know how everyone's making out through the last eclipse, but I actually needed so much sleep on the weekend and I had to let everything go. So sometimes that's what happens. And what I've realized since August last year, since that was a big timeline split, that every time we go through an eclipse now, we have another timeline split, and just to surrender. So as an example, on my personal journey, I know I'm not supposed to be doing a lot right now, but I am supposed to be resting, because that's my body preparing for all of you, but also preparing for my shifts. So I know that I've been guided that I'm going to be doing a huge shift again around the 3rd week in August, which is awesome, because I know it's going to be like an awesome sort of change of location, still locally, but in a quieter area. So I'm very, very excited about that. So One Love Sharon's just saying, I've been sleeping a lot too. Yeah, I've been needing a lot of sleep. Just surrender and just do whatever you need to do to keep your joy on, okay? So I don't think there's any questions. If there are, just let me know. But I'm just going to say hi, everyone. Just thank you so much for being here. I'm going to end this live stream, love stream. And again, you can check out my Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'm going to upload this on YouTube. And I send you all so much love and aloha. And thank you so, so much. I'm in gratitude for all the sessions I've had. You know, Brazil, Bali, Europe, Canada today, North America, Hawaii, Australia. We're all doing grid work when we connect and do sessions together, and Gaia, the planet, and Source, and I am so grateful. All right, everyone, I'm going to sign off. Lots of love and aloha. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Bye from Pink Bella.